Hi everyone, welcome back to Nails by Sora. I hope you are doing well. We are going to be doing another manicure today. I'm kind of sad to be doing a new manicure because I absolutely love the way these turned out. And I am aware that the video that I shot detailing how to use the Apres ombre tips wasn't the best. I'm still gonna push forward and try to use this camera because the quality really is superior in terms of the video and the audio. I just need to fiddle with the settings a little bit and hopefully get the file size down a bit and get the range of view a little bit wider so that you can actually see what I'm doing. Yay! So I will probably do another video at some point in the future detailing application of the Apres Gel X tips. As I said, I did decrease the quality somewhat, the film settings, so that the file sizes aren't so large. I hope that doesn't degrade the quality too much with lag and quality with motion and whatnot, but I won't know until I actually edit this video. But I do want to start off the video with a little bit of an unboxing, and true to form, I already unboxed it off camera because I have no patience and I must see everything as soon as it comes in. These are the DGel Designer Creation Group DGel painting gels. I've been looking for a white gel paint to replace the Madame Glam one I have, since I am almost out and they are not they're not selling them anymore. So these are the full painting DGel set. I could not for the life of me find a white, which is all I needed, by itself. They're sold out all over the place. So I decided to buy one of the few kits that had it, and I'm sure I will find a use for all these other colors. And to tell you the truth, I'm kind of on the fence about them off the bat. I mean, the containers are gorgeous. They're nice and hefty, metal. And I love the fact that it has this stopper in it. But it looks like there's almost nothing in the jar in comparison to, and it doesn't even look like it's pure white. In comparison to the Madame Glam, it looks like it's nearly empty, and the white looks yellowish. So I'm gonna have to play around with them, see what I can come up with. Maybe it's a white lid. It's supposed to be white. Let's see what it looks like out of the jar. Yeah, it's translucent. It's not a white. It's not a chalk white. So, I don't know. I'm going to have to maybe get yet another white and find something else to use this for. I did purchase it from Sweetie Nails, which I learned about. All right, so this is Editing Stephanie from the future coming in to tell you that I emailed Sweetie Nail Supply at 4:30 in the morning, and by 9:30 in the morning I already had a response saying that it looked like it was a manufacturer's defect and that they had already shipped me out a replacement of the Painting Gel 05, which is the white. So I'm thrilled to say amazing customer support from Sweetie Nail Supply, fast response, and all around a great experience. I'm going to see if I can still use these colors, but if not, by the time this video posts, I will have information in the description box so that you can let me know if you want to purchase it from me. And if you do, we will come to an agreement as to price and where you are located so I can get it to you. If you're in the States, I will pay for domestic ground shipping. If you're internationally located, then I'm going to have to ask that you pay for shipping. But amazing company, amazing response time. I am so thrilled. And now back to the video. They're a Canadian reseller similar to Zillabue. Sorry, I have gel paint now on my board. Similar to Zillabue in that they sell Korean and Japanese brands to Canada, but they also distribute to the United States. I don't know about other countries. But all the other, well, I checked Zillabue. I didn't really check any other resellers, and I couldn't find anything with a white. So I may just have to go to a different brand and play around with these just for my character studies and whatnot, my cartooning. So that's these. And then I also went on to the Staleks website because I needed some more tools. When I started the job in the salon, I basically I grabbed a few new cuticle pushers and nippers from the store by me, Studio Nail. And then I grabbed whatever I happen to have around my apartment. I had a few extra ones, but they're really old and dull and drugstore brand, and I had to throw two of them away because they just weren't doing the job, and they were making things a lot more difficult at work. So I got some new cuticle pushers, and this is part of the Pro Series. It's got a really nice scalloped, sharp edge. Obviously, you don't want to be digging into the nail. You want to lay it horizontal to the nail, or parallel to the nail rather, and kind of just gently push down and use it to push back the cuticle. And then the nippers I really don't know much about nippers in terms of half jaw versus full jaw, millimeters and whatnot. I just got something similar to the ones that I have that I really like. So that's these. The ones I have lock together. These don't. I don't know if that's important or not, but they're very comfortable in my hand, and they should be nice and sharp and better than what I've been dealing with, at least. And they do come with a cover, though I tend to lose them or throw them away anyway because they go into what are they called? The sterilizing bags, and it's just easier to put them in without the cover on it. So I got 3 of each, nippers and cuticle pushers, and then I almost threw away. I knew that there was something else I ordered, but I didn't see it in the box initially when I opened it. I got 2 new drill bits, and these are so cute and so tiny. They're for the cuticles. If I can get it open. So hello. I have this one, which you can use to clean underneath the nail, and you can use to clean the cuticle, the pterygium, I think that's what it's called, the cuticle protein off of the nail. And then I have this Russian knit, what's it called? Russian knit bit. That's for pushing back the cuticle. So I'm going to actually detail using these in my video today. It's not going to really be a cleanup or a removal video, but when I do start using them, I will insert a clip and let you know what I think. But I am going to end this part of the video here, and I will be back when it comes time to do my nails after the removal. It should be a relatively quick removal because it's just the gel polish I'm removing. I'm keeping the tips on. I do actually need to do some cleanup under my nail. And today is going to be using some dip powders. I haven't decided. I have to figure out how I'm going to go about doing the design that I want to do, because I do want to use the dip powder, but I want to do kind of like a geometric pattern. And I need to cover up the ombre first because the ombre is built into the tip, so I can't remove it without removing the tips themselves. So I'm probably going to use Cover Nude from V Beauty Pure to do a quick overlay. Not with, I'm going to use the acrylic powder, but I'm going to pour it over as if I was doing a dip process. And then I'll go about doing the design. So stay tuned for that for at least another few seconds because I will be right back. All right, so I'm going to start using this narrow cuticle bit. I'm going to go underneath the nails and I'm going to go across the lower portion of my nail, not quite going into the cuticle or the proximal nail fold, but just going around the edge, make sure that I get rid of any lifting, smooth it out from the removal process, and then I'm going to switch to the Russian nib bit and do the cuticle lifting. So it may get a little loud. I'm going to have my dust collector on, but if I need to mention anything specific, I will do it in post, since you probably won't be able to hear me anyway. All right, so now we are switching to the Russian nib bit, and I'm going to use it to push back the proximal nail fold, otherwise known as the eponychium. Now, it's mistakenly referred to as the cuticle. This fold that goes over the nail plate is not the cuticle. That's the proximal nail fold. It's what protects the matrix of the nail and protects foreign objects and elements from getting underneath and causing infections. Infections, bad. But what we do want to do is lift it up slightly so that we can nip back any of the white part, which is dead tissue. And that's as a result of pushing back the cuticle from on the nail plate and pushing it up against the proximal nail fold. So we want to get rid of that because it's protein buildup. It's what's going to prevent any product from sticking properly to your nail and cause problems later on with lifting if it's not cleaned up properly. So we use smaller bits, the Russian nib bit, what's it called? I left it at work. It's a safety cuticle bit, and they're really tiny. They are made out of diamond particles so that they're really gentle to the natural nail plate. You're not going to cause any damage, and you can just gently remove the protein buildup from the nail plate and then push back the nail fold slightly so that we can lift off any remaining dead tissue. So I'm going to go ahead and do that on my left hand. I'm going to repeat it off camera on my right hand. And then I'm probably going to use my new nippers to extract any of the dead tissue.
Swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side. Be who you are.
Alright, so I've gone and pushed back the nail fold. I'm going to grab my nippers from wherever I just hid them. And I'm just gently going to nip away that excess dry tissue. Now you want to try to get it in one piece, because if you have little snaggly pieces, they're going to start peeling again. I want to say this is the first time that I've done that successfully. And I put it down to actually using a good pair of nippers. Now this is in no way a Russian manicure. I do not feel safe taking away as much product from the nail or from the proximal nail fold as they do in Russian manicures. I just want to clean it up. And I don't trust myself not to make myself bleed. Alright, so since we're doing cuticle cleanup, I'm just going to go in and show you how I finish cleaning up my cuticles, and that's with this ball bit. Now I have the larger one at work, so I'm just going to use the small one. Oops, turned off my drill. I'm just going to gently go around the cuticle and burnish or buff the skin to remove any excess hanging pieces.
We'll work it out, you'll see. If we get in a car and drive someplace far, yeah, we could go for a ride. The two of us.
Alright, so that's it for the cuticle cleanup and the removal. I'm going to go and finish my right hand, and then when I come back, we're going to actually get into the manicure. So stay tuned. Okay, so I'm still trying to figure out or work out in my head how I'm going to go about doing this. And I kind of got ahead of myself. I did a backfill with builder gel, and then I went and wiped my nail thinking I was at a different point in the manicure. So then I went and buffed it, and I'm going to apply a base coat, which is over here. So I want to do a layer of Cover Nude so that I can cover the ombre, and hopefully it'll be opaque enough in one application, using it as a dip powder versus as an acrylic powder. So I'm going to apply a thin layer of base coat, and then I'm going to pour over with the Cover Nude and cure as you would normally. And then once I do all 5 nails on my left hand, we'll get into the design. Okay, let me grab my cleanup brush. All right, so we've gone and cured for 60 seconds. I'm going to use a brush to brush off the excess. and that looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and finish my other nails. I will end up using the scrubby brush, this one here, to get any real excess remaining off the nail, but I want to let it sit for a bit. And I'm just going to go ahead and continue on with the rest of my nails. Alright, so in all honesty, I am not loving this. I don't think the acrylic powder is conducive to using as a dip powder. There's bubbling underneath, and there's uneven coverage. So I think instead of removing it, I'm going to see what it looks like if I do one thin layer of it as it's intended, acrylic with monomer. Should probably swap out this monomer, but I don't want to waste it. So I don't have another Dappen jar here. I don't want to build up the nail too much with bulk. So I'm really trying to minimize the layers since I'm going to go in with powder for the design. Just going to do my thumb to start off with and see how it looks. And then if I have to, I'll go and remove and go from there. I know you probably can't see it on camera. I'm still seeing the bubbles. They're not as apparent on the other nails. I don't know why it's taking on such a different tonality between each nail. I am going to continue though. Because I don't want to be here all night. Alright, I think that's about as good as it's going to get. I am going to file it a bit to take down the profile along the sides, as now it's a bit bulked up. And I will just have to start off with the monomer on my right hand. but at least it's gone from a white to a taupe. And I've got an even distribution of color across the entire nail. Okay, so a little change of plans. Instead of using the dip powders as dip powders, I'm going to do the design that I wanted to do with gel colors, because I don't think I can achieve the effect I'm going for without building up too much bulk at this point. And I'm more interested in the design than how I actually get there. So I'm going to be using by My Acai from Apres, and I'm going to be using Do You Have This Color in Stock-holm from OPI, because they are closest to the accent that I'm going to do with Enchanted Evening. This is quite a bit darker than the base color, but the accent glitter is very close to the Apres color. So I'm going to use those two, and then I'm going to use this as an accent, but we'll get there when we get there. The design that I want to go for is this one right here, and you can see why I'm not sure how to approach it, because I've got the background color already laid in, which is the nude, and then the accent is going to be these geometric shapes, or I should say abstract shapes. They're not really geometric shapes. So if I do multiple layers of the dip to build up the opacity, then I'm going to wind up with this crevice here and have to fill it in. It's just going to be a huge pain in the butt. So I'm going to press forward with the design using the gel colors, and then I'm going to create an extra accent with a wavy line with clear gel, and then pouring over the dip powder. So for the first nail, the thumb, I'm going to do the shaded areas from my design in the darker purple, and I absolutely love this color. I bought it the day after or I should say the same day, I went to check out schools to become a nail tech. I drove to the nail supply store and I went and searched for that color, because the woman that I met with at the salon school, she was wearing a French manicure with a color very similar to that, and I absolutely loved it, and I went and searched for it. So I'm going to use those two colors. I need to find a way to pop up the book so I can reference it. I'm going to use, do I want to use this liner or do I want to use a slightly longer one? I'm going to use a slightly longer one. I'm going to prime it just with a little bit of acetone, which I would advise you not to do because it has a tendency to just dry out that bristles. But this is an Amazon buy, so I'm not really too fussed if I have to replace it. So if I'm looking at the design, I've got a swirl going this way, and I've got one going this way, and then I've got another one coming around in a half moon. So what did I say I was going to use this color for? I think the shaded in aspect. So we're going to come around and do a half moon. Just outlining it, and of course I closed up the bottle. And I'll have to do a couple of coats of each color to build up the opacity. This one is going to come around here in a wibbly wobbly sort of way. Alright, I'm going to finish off this half moon shape, and then I'm going to cure it and go back in for a second coat. Alright, so this is what we have so far. The thumb is done. I hope I'm not going out of focus too much? It seems that I am though. Let's see if we can focus a bit. Okay, I just changed the settings. I hope that's better. Hopefully not too much of the video has been out of focus, but I guess I'll find out. Okay, so this is my thumbnail so far. I'm going to do my pointer finger now, and I'm going to do it in the same manner that I did my thumb. So we're going to start with this wibbly wobbly form. And then the other half moon is going to go up here. And I'm going to fill them in. And then this one goes here and then comes around. As of now, I'm really not looking forward to doing my right hand. All right, now we're gonna finish up with the last nail, going in with a half moon at the lunula area. Let's see if we can get that symmetrical. And then our wibbly wobbly design coming in from the free edge and then swooping down. All right, so we've got all of our nails done for the base of the design. Now I'm gonna go in with Ocean Water Glow, which I didn't remember it's a glow. Nope, wrong one. Okay, going in with Enchanted Evening, which is not a glow. Have not used it before, and instead of doing a pour over, because I don't actually want it to get stuck to areas of the nail that I don't want it to be in, we're going to change tacks again once I get this hair off of my nail, or I'm just going to leave it and deal with it later. I'm going to take some base gel and I'm going to create an acrygel, which is basically just a mixture of acrylic and gel. Although this is dip powder, not acrylic, it's basically the same thing.
And
All right, let's see how that works. Haven't decided yet what design I want to do. So let's just wing it, shall we? All right, that seems pretty good. Just gonna clean up this line in here, do a cure, and then I'm going to do the rest of my nails.
Tell me what you wanna do. I'll do anything. As long as I can be here with you, everything's alright. I swear that I'll stay here with you. Hold me closer. I wanna stay here with you. All that we have is each other now. I promise I won't leave your side.
Why on earth do I do this to myself every single time? It is an ungodly hour right now. It is 1:47 in the morning. What time did I start the removal process? 9 o'clock last night. So I did this. Don't get me wrong. I love the way this turned out. It is everything I hoped it would be. The designs match up on both hands. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. However, I did this manicure ass backwards, without a doubt. What I ended up doing with this hand, which looks identical to my left hand, is instead of going over with acrylic or dipping, I just used the color that came in the kit. This is vintage Carnation. It came with the ombre kit. I didn't think it would have enough opacity to cover up the white. Truth be told, there is still somewhat of a gradation, but it is so barely noticeable that it's not even worth mentioning. So I did twice, if not 3 times the amount of work necessary to achieve the outcome. So I am going to finish up this manicure with some cream to rehydrate my hands, and then I'm going to finish with some what's called cuticle oil. I love the Staleks nippers that I got. They work beautifully. Got 3 pairs. I'm going to leave 1 at home and bring the other 2 to work. And I have no doubt that the cuticle pushers will work just as well. The nib bits and the cuticle bits that I got for my e-file work wonderfully. I love them both. I still think one of the bits that I have currently works a little bit better. It's just what I'm used to in terms of going into the proximal nail fold and lifting up the skin, or pushing back the skin rather. Excuse me while I go back in and fix my cuticles that I tore up during the filing and buffing stage of my right hand. But yeah, so I still think this, I don't have it with me or I would show it to you. This other safety bit for the cuticle area, I think it works a little bit better. I'm just used to it. But I do love the ones that I got and will be using them more. So that's going to do it for this video. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please put them down in the comments section below. If you have any questions about the products I used or the techniques I used in this video, please do let me know, and I would appreciate a like and a subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you always know when new videos are available. And I will see you in the next one. All the information for the products I used will be in the description box as well. And just want to thank you once again for sticking with me. I hope you liked this video, and I will see you soon. Bye.